Okay, investing in the metaverse. I know, for some, that might sound like old news already, right? Like the hype faded.
Yeah, maybe a bit. But what if the real story, the important stuff, isn't the flashy front end we all saw?
Exactly. What if it's the groundwork, the stuff happening underneath? That's what we're digging into today.
Right. Forget the sort of speculative crypto trends. Just for a moment, we're looking at something, well, more foundational.
And we've got a source for this, an article called Investing in the Metaverse Future.
Yeah, and it makes this really interesting case, basically saying, look past all that noise.
Okay, so what's the main point? The core argument.
Well, it suggests that while, everyone's focused on digital money, NFTs, all that, meta platforms, Facebook, basically, they've been quietly pumping massive amounts of money into building the infrastructure for the metaverse.
Quietly but massively. Okay, and we're talking specifics here.
Oh, yeah, billions.
Okay.
Billions going into their reality labs. That's their R&D wing, really pushing the hardware, the software.
Right, the Quest headsets, AR, VR, all that tech.
Exactly. And the key thing is, this isn't just about them making another app or, one specific game world. They seem to be aiming higher, providing the essential tools so others can build within these new digital spaces.
Okay, hold on. So the article isn't saying Meta just wants its own little slice of the metaverse, like its own platform.
No, it seems much bigger than that. The goal looks like becoming the underlying, well, the infrastructure, almost like the foundational tech of the internet itself, but for these future digital worlds.
Wow, okay. Like the plumbing and the electricity for whatever gets built on top.
Kind of, yeah. Think about the internet. It runs on basic protocols, core technologies. Meta seems to be positioning itself to provide those kinds of core elements for the metaverse.
So not just the pipes, but maybe setting the rules, controlling the flow. That sounds significant.
It's potentially a very powerful position. Huge implications if they pull it off.
So digging deeper into this infrastructure idea, the article mentions specific areas Meta is focusing on, integrating things.
Right.
Right.
Artificial intelligence, AI, which you need, right? To make virtual places feel real, interactive.
Yeah, like maybe personalized AI shop assistants in a virtual store, that kind of thing.
Exactly. And then there's immersive commerce itself. Shopping, but experienced totally differently.
Okay, AI, commerce. What else?
Digital identities, which are, pretty crucial. How you prove who you are, how you interact securely, seamlessly.
Right, you need that for transactions, for just moving between spaces online.
They're all connected pieces, really. Imagine using your secure digital ID, shopping in a virtual place run by AI that knows what you like, all happening in an environment running on Meta's tech.
So it makes you think, doesn't it? How could these things all woven together really change your online life?
Yeah, and it's crucial to remember this isn't just games.
Oh, definitely. That's what jumps to mind first, maybe. But the article really pushes beyond that.
It does. It stresses the potential for work, for shopping, even just daily life stuff.
Virtual work meetings that actually feel like you're there, collaborating properly.
Could be. Or, virtually trying on clothes before you buy them online. Or testing out furniture in your virtual living room.
Small glimpses, maybe, but it shows how this infrastructure could weave into, well, lots of different parts of your life.
Exactly. It's not just about entertainment.
So wrapping this up then, the big takeaway from our deep dive seems to be, yeah, the metaverse hype might have cooled a bit.
But a giant like Meta is still making these really serious, substantial bets on the underlying tech, the foundations.
Which positions them as potentially a key player shaping whatever the metaverse becomes, maybe in ways that go way beyond the buzz we heard last year.
It really does. And maybe that leaves you with a final thought to chew on.
Go on.
Just consider parts of your own daily routine, how you connect with people, how you shop, how you work. How might these developing metaverse technologies potentially build on the very foundations Meta is laying down right now? How might they transform those experiences for you in, say, the next 5-10 years?
It's a future that's being built, maybe more quietly now, but it's still under construction.
Subscribe now.